This has become part of the ritual. I always do this. Every single time I pull each fingertip into place. And now I know you feel the same. It's going to be difficult to pretend we are only friends. For the next little while, you don't have to carry it alone. You've got me, and you don't need to figure everything out tonight. Hi. Before we get into this video, I'd like to thank all my Patreon members for their continued support. If you're looking to follow me on other platforms that I create on, my link is in the description below. Now, let's get into the video. The thing you do when something's wrong, you avoid looking at me and you hope I won't notice, but I already noticed. Come here. Come closer. You're standing all the way over there. Come here. A little closer. There. Now look at me. You've been crying. How long? No, don't look away. Let me see you. Come a little closer. I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to see your face. Hold still. Your eyes are red and your cheeks are still warm. You must have been trying very hard not to cry before you came in here. You don't have to do that around me. You know that. There. Let me get that tear. And this side too. Good. Your hair's a mess. Stay still. Let me fix it. Just a little on this side. And here as well. Good. Stay still. I'm almost done. There. You look more like yourself now. But you're still upset, but more like you. Tell me what happened. Now, start from the beginning. I'm listening. Okay, and everything seemed normal when you arrived? Then what happened? He actually said that? To your face? Seriously? And what did you say? Of course, you didn't say anything. You probably smiled and pretended like it didn't bother you. Yeah, I know, and waited until you were alone to react. That's what you do. You let people believe that they haven't hurt you. And then you carry it by yourself. You don't have to carry it alone tonight. I'm here. Keep talking. What happened? What happened next? He was on his phone the entire time. You were sitting right across from him and he barely looked at you? What an idiot. No, I mean it. He had you sitting right in front of him and he couldn't even give you his attention? I don't understand that. I would have been looking at you all night. I mean it. If I were on a date, I would pay attention. That's all. Alright, so, keep going. What happened after that? He compared you to his ex. Of course he did. No wonder you wanted to leave. You should have called me. I would have come and picked you up. I don't care how late it was. You could call me at any hour and I'd come and get you. You know that. I mean, hands on. Yeah. Just your shoulders are completely tense. Just, come on, drop them. Relax. Just a small massage. You're still holding on to everything up here. Let it all go. That's better. A little bit more. breathe with me. In, hold it, and out. Again, slowly in and out. Good, good. Now, look at me. I need you to listen just for a second. There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing. He didn't have to treat you badly because you weren't attractive or interesting or confident enough. He treated you badly because he didn't know how to appreciate what was standing right in front of him. That's his problem, not yours. Keep looking at me. You're not difficult to want. You are not difficult to care about. And you should probably never have to convince somebody of that to give you attention. The right person would have honestly trouble looking away from you. Trust me. You're getting flushed. Is it because you're still upset? Or is it because I'm holding onto your face? You don't have to answer. You've never been good at hiding things from me anyways. Your face gives you away. Especially when you're embarrassed. Come on, relax your jaw. You're clenching it. Here, let me help. There, better. You hold so much tension here. And through your neck as well. Just relax. Come on, you're safe. Nothing's going to happen to you that you don't want. I'm only going to take care of you. Why are you looking at me like that? What? No, you were definitely looking at me differently. I know your face. I know every expression you make, and that was not your normal. That was not your normal thank you for comforting me face. What were you thinking? Tell me. You don't know? That usually means you do know, but you're afraid to say it. You can tell me anything. Come on. I'm your best friend. What do you mean? That's the problem. Say that again. Slower. You wish you had gone out with me instead? Don't say something like that just because tonight went badly. I need to know whether you mean it. Look at me. Really look at me. Do you mean it? Okay. Well, then tell me why. Why do you wish it had been me? Because I would have listened. I would have also noticed when you got nervous. I also would have noticed when you started talking faster. And I would have known when you needed me to change the subject. And I would have put my phone away. I would have looked at you while you were speaking. And I would have made sure you never had to wonder whether I wanted to be there right with you. What else? Because you feel safe with me? You are safe with me, always. And because I know you better, that part is true. I know how you take your coffee. I know what you order when you're nervous, and I know which shirts you wear when you want somebody to notice you. Yes, I notice those things. I notice you more than you think. What? You wore that shirt tonight because I once told you you looked good in it? I remember. It does look good. It's very good. Probably better than I should say right now. You're blushing again. There it is. Look, on your cheeks. No. Every time you've asked me whether you looked good before a date, I've had to give you some casual answer. Yeah, you look fine. That shirt works. You'll be okay. When what I actually wanted to say was, no. I probably shouldn't. You want me to finish? Okay, well, what I wanted to say was that I hated watching you get ready for another man. I hated knowing that somebody else would sit across from you all night. Somebody else would get your smile. Somebody else would make you nervous. And I had to stand there and act like I was only helping my best friend choose a shirt. That's not a very friendly thing to admit. I shouldn't be telling you this tonight. You're upset. I don't want to confuse you. No? You're not confused? Then what are you feeling? Say it again. You've had feelings for me? How long? That long? And you never said anything? Why? You thought I wouldn't feel the same? You really have no idea what you do to me, do you? Look at me. Do you know how difficult it has been to stand this close to you and pretend I don't notice you? To touch your hair and act like it means nothing. To listen to you talk to other men and pretend. I'm not jealous. I've watched you choose people who barely see you, and the entire time I've been right here, seeing everything. Every little thing. The way you look down when you're embarrassed. The way your eyes change when you're trying not to smile. The way you lean closer when you feel safe with somebody. Like you're doing right now. I didn't tell you because you're my best friend. You matter too much. If I said something and you didn't feel the same, I could lose you. And I'd rather have you as my friend than not have you at all, because you're standing here telling me you feel it too. Then maybe I should probably stop lying. I have feelings for you. I have for a long, long time, longer than I've admitted to myself. There. I said it. You're not the only one who is hiding something. And now you're looking at me like that. You have no idea how much that affects me. You should be careful, though. I'm trying very hard to keep this calm. No. Don't step back. I didn't ask you to move away. Stay here. I just need you to understand something. If tonight had been our date, you would have not come home wondering whether I was attracted to you. You would have known. I would have made sure you knew, and I would have noticed every time your eyes moved towards me, every time you became nervous, every time you tried to hide it, that little smile. I would have told you how good you looked. I would have moved closer instead of staring at my phone, and I never would have made you feel like you needed to be complete for my attention. You would have had it all. Just like you have all of it now. You have all of my attention. There is nowhere else I would rather look. Your face is very warm now. Mine is probably too. This is not really how I expected tonight to go. You were supposed to come in here and tell me about let me calm you down and then leave feeling better. And you're not supposed to tell me that you wanted me. You didn't say you wanted me? That's not what your face is saying. All right. And say it clearly. What do you want? Me? You have no idea how long I've wanted to hear that. I want you to. I want you more than I should have allowed myself to. And now I know you feel the same. It's going to be difficult to pretend we are only friends. You're trembling. Are you nervous? It's okay, I know. I am too. Not because I don't want this, because I do very much. But I don't want our first real moment to happen because somebody else hurt you. You deserve better. I'm not going to take advantage of the fact that you're emotional. That doesn't mean I'm moving away. And it doesn't mean I don't want to kiss you, because I do. It's taking a surprisingly big amount of self-control not to want to. Especially when you keep looking at my mouth. Yes. I noticed. I notice everything about you. Tomorrow when you slept and you're not thinking about that date anymore, I want you to tell me again. I want you to tell me you want this. Tell me that you want me, and I'll tell you again without hesitating. But tonight, I'm staying right here, and you are not going home feeling unwanted. Not after what you just told me. Look at me. No, really, look at me. You were wanted. You have been wanted. You just didn't know who was wanting you. It was me. It has been me for a long time. Come on. Breathe in and out. Good. Again, slowly in and out. Come on, relax your forehead and your jaw and drop your shoulders. You don't have to hold yourself together around me. There. Just stay close. You don't have to say anything else. We've probably said enough for one night anyways. Although I could stand here looking at you for a very long time. Now that I'm allowed to. I used to have to pretend I wasn't staring. Now I don't have to pretend. You really are beautiful. I've wanted to say that so many times, not handsome in the casual way that friends say it. Beautiful. The kind of beautiful that makes it difficult to think properly when you get this close. There. Now we are both embarrassed. That makes it fair. You're safe with me. This does not change how I care about you. It only changes how honest I'm going to be about that, though. I care about you as my best friend, and I want you as something more. Both things can be true. Tomorrow, you and me, a real date, no other men, just pretending. Just pretending, no pretending. I know. Just us. Would you like that? Good. So would I. for now. Stay here and just breathe with me. In and out. Good. Keep your eyes on me. You don't have to think about him anymore. He doesn't matter. Not tonight. Tonight you're here with me and you know the truth. I've wanted you. I still want you. And tomorrow, when you tell me you feel the same, I'm not going to hold myself back quite this much. Try to relax. I've got you. I'm right here. And I'm not going anywhere. Hey, there you are. Come on in. I've been waiting for you. The second I saw your face, I knew today hadn't been the easiest. You don't have to force a smile for me. You don't have to pretend you're okay. Not here. Not with me. Come on. Sit down in front of me. Get comfortable. Take your time. There's absolutely no rush. I'm just happy you're here. You can put everything down for a little while. Your bag, your phone, your keys, and all of the thoughts you've been carrying around since this morning. You don't need any of them right now. Right now, you're home, and you're safe with me. That's better. Let your shoulders drop a little like that. You've been holding them up all day. I can tell. So, I want you to take a nice slow breath with me. Come on. Breathe in. And slowly let it out. Good. Let's do that one more time. In and out. Perfect. Look at you. Already looking a little bit more relaxed. I know you're carrying a lot around with you right now. But for the next little while, you don't have to carry it alone. You've got me, and you don't need to figure everything out tonight. You don't need to solve the whole day before you're allowed to rest. Sometimes the only thing you need is somewhere quiet to land. So let that be this place. Just sit with me. Let me take care of you for a little while. Yeah. Got some lint. I know, that was nothing, but I wanted to do it. You've spent the entire day taking care of things, answering people, helping people, keeping yourself composed, and now it's your turn to be looked after. So, whenever you're ready, tell me about your day. Start wherever you want. You don't have to tell it perfectly. Don't worry, I'm listening. Okay. I understand. Yeah. I can see why that would hurt. I'm really sorry you had to go through that. You shouldn't have been spoken to that way. And you shouldn't have been able to be made to feel like you were somehow the problem for reacting to it. No. You're not being too sensitive. It mattered to you. That makes it worth talking about. Sometimes people act as though something only counts if it looks serious from the outside, but that isn't how feelings work. A small comment can stay with you for hours. A look can make you question yourself. A joke can make you feel completely different when you're not the person being laughed at, or when you're the person being laughed at as well. And when it happens in front of other people, it can make you feel exposed. So I understand why it followed you home. What happened next? Okay. And? What did you say? Okay. That makes sense. Honestly, I think you handled it better than you're giving yourself credit for. You were put on the spot, and you didn't have time to prepare the perfect response. Most people don't have the time to prepare the perfect response. We always think of the perfect thing to say later, when we get home or when we're not there anymore. Yeah, usually when we're driving home, or when we're standing in the shower, or lying in bed replaying everything in that whole scene. That doesn't mean you failed, though. It just, honestly, just means you're human. I know. You keep thinking you should have defended yourself more. Maybe you wish you had been sharper. Maybe more confident. Less affected, yeah. But you don't have to become cold just because someone else was careless, though. Your kindness isn't the problem. Your softness is also not the problem. The problem is that someone treated those things as though they made you easy to dismiss. However, they were wrong. Yeah, the thing that frustrates me the most is that kind of people often carry around words that never should be said to them. Meanwhile, the people saying those things may forget that they said them 5 minutes later, and that isn't fair. But I don't want today to become the voice you keep hearing tomorrow. Today does not have to decide who you are. One bad interaction does not become your identity. One person's opinion does not become the truth either, and one difficult day does not erase every good thing about you. Hold still for a second. I'm just gonna fix your hair a little bit. There. Much better. I don't know if you realize it, but you've been wearing today all over your face. just around your eyes, across your forehead, and in your jaw, and the way you've been, holding your shoulders. Let's see if we can change that. I'm just going to brush away some of that stress, okay? We don't need it. Let's get rid of a little bit more. There we go. And a little from this side. Good. On your forehead. Look at that. Already looking better. But you know what happens sometimes? We spend the whole day being strong. We keep moving and we keep answering and we keep smiling when we're supposed to smile. And then finally, when we get home, that's when everything catches up. I think that's what happened today. You held it together for everyone else. But now you don't have to. You can finally let yourself breathe. You can be disappointed. You can be tired. You can be annoyed. You can even be angry. None of these feelings make you difficult. They just mean the day affected you. I'm going to take some of the tension, though, away from your eyes. Just here. And here. Good. Now from your forehead. I can tell you've been thinking too hard, replaying too much, trying to understand why someone behaved the way they did. You may never get a satisfying answer. Sometimes people are careless. Sometimes they're insecure. And sometimes they just want attention. And sometimes they don't think about the effect that they are going to have on someone else. You don't need to solve them tonight. Their behavior belongs to them, right? You don't have to carry it as evidence against yourself. There. Let's take away the part of the stress where you keep asking, what is wrong with you? Nothing's wrong with you. You had a hard day. That is not the same thing. Let's take away the part where you keep imagining everybody was judging you, and honestly, most people were probably thinking about themselves, and the people who know you are not going to redefine, or they're not going to redefine you because of one awkward moment, honestly. So let's take away the part where you feel embarrassed for caring. Caring is not embarrassing. Being affected is not embarrassing, and needing comfort is not embarrassing. So, just keep looking at me. Good. You're doing great. Your breathing is slower now, and honestly, your face looks softer. You don't have to hold yourself so tightly. I've got you. I want to help you separate two things. What happened today is one thing. Who you are is another, and they may feel connected right now, but they are not the same. Someone made you feel small. That does not mean that you are small. Someone overlooked your effort, but that does not mean that your effort had no value. Someone just misunderstood you. That does not mean that you are impossible to understand. Someone may have rejected you, but that does not mean that you are unworthy of being chosen. I know. It can feel personal, especially when you already had doubts sitting quietly in the background. A difficult moment can find every insecurity you've ever been trying not to think of, and it can make an old fear feel new again. Maybe you started wondering whether you're good enough, whether people really like you, whether you said too much or whether you're too quiet, too emotional, too awkward, too different. But listen to me. Listen to me, okay? You do not have to edit yourself into someone unrecognizable just to make careless people feel comfortable. You can grow. You can learn. You can reflect on your own behavior, but that is different from tearing yourself apart. Reflection asks what you can learn from something. Shame asks what is wrong with you. I don't want you listening to shame tonight, okay? I know you. Me, I know you. I know the person you are when nobody is applauding. I know how much thought you put into things, and I know how deeply you care. I know how hard you try to do the right thing, and I know how often you give people another chance. And I know how much you blame yourself when something goes wrong. You deserve the same patience that you give everyone else. You deserve to speak to yourself the way that you would speak to someone that you love. So tonight I want you to borrow my voice. When your mind says you failed, hear me say you did your best in a difficult moment. When your mind says everyone is judging you, hear me say the people who matter know who you are. And when your mind says you should be ashamed, hear me say there is nothing shameful about having feelings. When your mind says that you are alone, hear me say you have me. Can I remind you of a few things, though? I'm going to anyways. You are genuinely a good person. You care about people. You make people laugh. And you notice when someone else is not doing okay. You remember small details. You put in effort. You try. And maybe you do not give yourself enough credit for that. I know, it's easy to focus on one negative thing that somebody said. Our brains are really good at doing that. 10 kind things can happen, and then one person can say something cruel, and somehow that becomes the thing we replay. But what if, just for tonight, we did not give those words so much power? What if we left them where they belong? Back there. Outside the room. Outside this room. Outside this moment. Because I know you. And I know those comments do not. What's the word? They don't describe you. Not even close. Look at me. Really, look at me. I mean this. I'm proud of you. Not because you had a perfect day, not because you said every perfect thing, and not because nothing affected you. I'm proud of you because you got through it. You came home. You let yourself be honest, and you allowed someone to care for you. That takes strength, too. Remember, you are allowed to be proud of surviving a day that drained you. You are allowed to stop performing strength once you're somewhere safe. You don't have to impress me. You don't have to entertain me, and you don't have to be cheerful to me or for me. I like when you're confident. I like when you're quiet. I like you when you're tired. And I like you when you need reassurance. You do not become less lovable on the days when you have less to give. There. That's the face I know. A little tired. A little hurt. But still you. And you are still worthy of care. Still worthy of patience and still worthy of being treated gently. Tomorrow is another day, and we'll deal with tomorrow when it arrives. So tonight, you deserve a break. You deserve to let your mind slow down. You deserve to stop replaying every conversation, every expression, every pause and every little detail. You do not have to prepare for every possible version of tomorrow while you are still trying to rest tonight. Nothing useful happens when you punish yourself at 2 a.m. You don't become more prepared, and you just become more tired. So when the thoughts return, I want you to notice them without following them. You can say that you already thought about this, and you can say that it can wait until tomorrow. You can remind yourself that you're home now. And then come back to my voice. Just let me try something. Just follow my hand for a moment. Nice and slow. From one side to the other. Good. Let your eyes get heavy if they want to. You don't have to keep them open for me. Just listen. The day is over. You made it through. Nothing else is required of you right now. Your only job is to rest. If those thoughts keep or start creeping back in later tonight, remember this. Remember that somebody believes in you. Remember that someone sees the good in you. Remember that you are cared about. Remember that one difficult day cannot take away your worth. And remember that you never have to go a day like this by yourself. I'm always going to be in your corner. Always. Even when you're doubting yourself, even when you're frustrated, even when you don't know what to do next. You do not need to have everything figured out before you come to me. We can sit in the uncertainty together and we can take things one day at a time. And if tomorrow feels heavy, well, we'll make it smaller. One conversation, one task. Yeah, you're right. One breath. Just 1 hour at a time. Exactly. You don't have to face the whole future at once. Before we finish, though, take one more slow breath with me. Okay? Breathe in. And hold it gently. And let it go. Good. Again, in and out. Perfect. Let your jaw relax. Let your forehead soften. And let your shoulders sink down. You are home. You are safe. You are cared for, and you are allowed to rest. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you're feeling a little calmer now. Maybe the day still hurts, but I hope it feels less lonely. That matters. Take care of yourself tonight. Get some sleep. Make sure to drink some water. And be gentle with yourself. And I'll be here the next time that you need me. Good night. Hey, welcome back. I'm really glad you're here. So, I've actually been looking forward to filming this video all week. Not because I had some big idea or because I planned this elaborate role play, but because I picked up something recently that I've honestly been a little obsessed with, and I wanted to show you. These. I finally found a pair of genuine leather Italian gloves. And I know that might sound like a strange thing to get excited about, but the second I put them on, I completely understand why people appreciate well-made leather. They're one of those things that you don't fully understand until you actually experience them, and I've probably spent way too much time just looking at them, turning my hands under different lighting, flexing my fingers, watching the leather move. It probably sounds ridiculous, but I don't even care, because every time I put them on, I noticed something new. Look at that. See how the light changes? I love that. 1 second, they almost disappear into this black. And then with just the slightest movement, this really soft shine starts running across the leather. It's not glossy. It's not trying to grab your attention. It's much more subtle than that. It's almost understated, and I think that's exactly why I like it. It's elegant without trying too hard. Like, come a little closer. I want you to have a really good look. I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but if you look closely, you can actually see the natural grain in the leather. Little tiny details. Nothing perfectly uniform, nothing manufactured to look fake. It's just leather. And I think that's one of the reasons it feels so premium. Every pair ends up having its own personality. I've always liked things that get better with time. Leather is one of those materials. It doesn't really wear out, it wears in. The more you use it, the more character it develops. Little creases, little changes in the finish, tiny marks that become part of its story. I actually think that's kind of beautiful because it means it becomes yours. No one else's pair will ever age exactly the same way. Listen to this. Such a quiet sound. You almost have to lean in to hear it. I wasn't expecting that, honestly. I thought leather would sound much louder. But instead, it's just this soft little whisper. Every movement has a tiny bit of texture to it. Nothing distracting though, just enough. I've caught myself sitting at my desk doing exactly this. Not because I'm trying to make noise, but because it's strangely satisfying. Have you ever bought something that you thought you were going to enjoy and then ended up liking it way more than you expected? That's exactly what happened here. I thought these are going to look really nice, but I didn't expect how much I'd enjoy wearing them. There's something about the way they move with your hands. Watch this. See those little folds across the knuckles? I love that. Every finger bends and the leather responds immediately. Then, when you open your hand again, everything smooths back out. It's almost like watching water settle. I know, I'm probably over-analyzing a pair of gloves, but I can't help it. They're fascinating. Look at each finger individually. They almost seem sculpted. The leather hugs every movement and nothing feels bulky. Nothing feels stiff. Everything just follows naturally. That's something I wasn't expecting. I assumed the leather gloves would need time to break in, but These felt comfortable almost immediately, and every time I wear them, they seem to fit just a little bit better. This has become part of the ritual. I always do this. Every single time I pull each fingertip into place, smoothing everything out, making sure every finger feels just right. I don't rush it. I think that's part of the enjoyment. It's one of those little routines that forces you to slow down for maybe 30 seconds. You're not thinking about emails or work or your phone. You're just paying attention to one simple thing. And I think we could use I think we could use more moments like that in our lives. You know what's funny though? I wasn't even planning on making a video about these. I bought them, brought them home, put them on, looked at myself in the mirror and immediately thought, I have to share these because I knew some of you would appreciate these as much as I do. Maybe it's the craftsmanship, maybe it's the movement, maybe it's simply watching something beautiful under soft lighting, whatever it is. I'm really happy we're sharing this together. Take another look. Really, take your time. Watch the fingertips. Watch the leather stretch. Watch how the light changes every few seconds. I don't know. There's something incredibly calming about it. And honestly, I could stare and sit here for hours just doing this. And honestly, we're only just getting started. We're only just getting started. I'd like to thank my Patreon members again for their continued support. It truly means the world to me, and I hope that you enjoyed the content that you watched today. Again, if you're looking for other content that I create on other platforms, my links are in the description below.